One day, James had to wait at the station till Edward and his train came in. This made him cross.
10 minutes late again? Can you at least run on time?
Oh, James.
After James had finished his work, he went back to the yard and puffed on to the turntable. He was still feeling very bad-tempered.
I don't bloody understand. Edward is literally impossible. All he does is cling like a lot of old iron, and he's so slow, he makes me wait for hours.
Thomas and Percy overheard that and were furious at James's comment.
Old iron? Slow?
Yes. I betcha Edward can beat you in a race any day, even with a broken axle.
Really? Well, I would like to see him trying to properly work.
Next morning, James's driver was suddenly taken ill. He could hardly stand, so the fireman uncoupled James ready for shunting. James was impatient. Suddenly, the signalman shouted. There was James, puffing away down the line.
All traffic halted. This is an emergency.
Then he told the fireman what happened.
Well, it's about your engine, James.
Whatever happened?
Apparently, 2 boys were on James's foot plates and they fiddled with his controls.
What the truck?
But don't worry, they tumbled off and ran when James started.
Phew! That's a relief, but that proves how dangerous trespassing is.
Hello? Yes? Yes, he's here. Really? Great! Right. I'll tell him. Thanks. Goodbye. Oh, that was the engine inspector from Timoth. He said he's coming here once as soon as he finds help. By the way, he said he wants a shunter's pour and a soil of wire rope.
Why on earth for?
Beats me. I'm just sending the message. But you better get them ASAP.
The fireman was ready when Edward arrived. The inspectors saw the pole and a rope.
That's a good man. Jump in. We have an engine to catch.
We'll catch him. We'll catch him.
Meanwhile, James was laughing.
Well, alarm! I'm the king of the tracks!
But the fun soon ended as he was going faster and faster. He suddenly realized that he had no driver.
What should I do? Without my driver, I can't stop! Help me!
Don't worry, James. We're coming. I'm puffing harder than I ever puffed before.
At last, he caught up with James.
Edward! Save me!
Steady, Edward, steady!
The inspector stood on Edward's front, holding a noose of rope at the crook of the shunter's pole. He was trying to slip it over James's buffer. The engines swayed, they lurched, they rattled, they rolled. But at last, they caught James. The inspector pulled the noose tightly, and gently braking, Edward's driver checked the engine speed, and James's firemen scrambled across and took control.
Looks like the so-called old iron caught you after all.
I'm sorry for insulting you. Thank you for saving me. You were splendid, Edward.
That's alright. Even though I'm not as strong as the other engines, I'm still indispensable.
The engines arrived at the station side by side. Sir Topham Hatt was waiting.
A fine piece of work. James, you can rest and then take your train. I'm proud of you, Edward. You shall go to the works and have your worn parts mended.
Oh, thank you, sir. It'll be lovely not to clank at last.